generation, how are you today? In this modern era, of course, it's not the age anymore if you still have to memorize complicated things, right? Once we hear memorization, our brains are lazy, and ineffective. So, how about the basic material of trigonometry that must be memorized? Don't worry, here we will provide a solution. Before going to the solution, it would be nice if you knew my name first, so that later it will be easier to be understand. Allow me introduce myself. My name is Nabila Aulia. You can call me Nabil in the comment. In content creation, I'm supported by my two partners. They are Kak Fikri.
Hello, my name is Fikri as editor.
And Kak Bagas.
Hello, my name is Bagas as scriptwriter and cameraman.
We are students of Mathematics Education Study Program, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, University of Jember. Here, I have a device that can make it easier for us to know the value of an angle. Basically, in learning trigonometry material, we only knew the special angle and all of them the angle they are in quadrant 1. This device can be used to find out the sine and cosine value of an angle without having to use the help calculating tools such as calculator. Before going to this device, let's review about the basically material of trigonometry. The value of sine alpha with alpha is 0 degrees is 0. The value of sine alpha with alpha is 30 degrees is 1/2. The value of sine alpha with alpha is 45 degrees is 1/2 root 2. The value of sine alpha with alpha is 60 degrees is 1/2 root 3. And the value of sine alpha with alpha is 90 degrees is 1. Etc. for cosine alpha and tangent alpha function. The similarity between the value of sine, cosine, and tangent function in each quadrant. The sine value of alpha is the same as the value of cosine 90 minus alpha in quadrant 1. In quadrant 2, the sine value of alpha is the same as the value of sine 180 minus alpha. In quadrant 3, the sine value of alpha is the same as the value of negative sine 180 plus alpha. And the sine value of alpha is the same as the value of negative sine 360 minus alpha in quadrant 4. Etc. for cosine and tangent function. Example of trigonometry exercise. Determine the value of sine 120 plus cosine 210 plus cosine 315. For solution, sine 120 is in quadrant 2, so the value remains positive with the same magnitude as sine 120, same with sine 180 minus 60 is the same with sine 60. The value of sine 60 is 1/2 root 3. The next part, cosine 210 is in quadrant 3, so the value is negative with the same magnitude as cosine 210, same with cosine 180 plus 30 is the same with negative cosine 30. The value of negative cosine 30 is same with negative 1/2 root 3. After that, cosine 315 in quadrant 4. So the value is positive with the same magnitude as cosine 350, same with cosine 360 minus 45 is the same with cosine 45. The value of cosine 45 together with 1/2 root 2. So sine 120 plus cosine 210 plus cosine 315 is same with 1/2 root 3 minus 1/2 root 3 plus 1/2 root 2 is the same with 1/2 root 2. In this part, we are going to focus on the unit circle. So in a new circle, you need to know that this is the first quadrant. This is quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Perhaps you heard of the expression all students take calculus. In quadrant 1, all sine, cosine, tangent function are positive. So that's the all part and all students take calculus. In quadrant 2, sine is positive. In quadrant 3, tangent is positive. In quadrant 4, cosine is positive. Those are something to know. Cosine is associated with the x value. Sine is associated with the y value. So, this is 0 degrees, 90, 180, 270. This is 30, 45, and 60. And then there is 120 until 150. Well, actually, before 150, we have 135. And then 180 after 150. The next angle in degrees is to 210, and then to 225, and to 240. After which we have 300, 315, and 330. Now, you need to know the angle in radian that correspond to this value. So, 30 is the same as p over 6. 150 is 5p over 6. To 210 is 7p over 6. And 330 is 11p over 6. Next, you have the p over 4. So 40 is 1p over 4. 135 is 3p over 4. To 225 is 5t over 4. And 315, that's 7p over 4. And now 60 is p over 3 or 1p over 3. 120 is double that amounts, so that's 2p over 3. 240 is 4p over 3. And 300 is 5p over 3. 90 is p over 2. 180 is p. And 270 is 3p over 2. 0 and 360 are coterminal angle. 360 is also equal to 2p. The teaching at Liga Cinara 3 chain is a teaching aid in mathematics that can be used as an aid in teacher learning to explain the understanding of the concept of graphic from and value from multiple and special angle. This probe is operated with the help of electric current. It consists of two types of function, namely sines and cosines. It is complemented by the power button, special corner, and table value of the corner. In the teaching aid, there is a division of quadrant, namely quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the sine and cosine function, the special angle and angle value contained in the LED light on each button. The LED light will light up when we operate. It is proper action in determine. There are two different sizes of LED light and two colors we use. 3 mm LEDs are used for special angle in quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 mm LED are used for sine and cosine. The 3 mm LED lights in quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4 have two colors, red for the sine function and green for the cosine function. On the left side of the proofs, there is a power button, a special corner and table value from the corner. And then there are special corner in quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4 with 3 mm LEDs on the right side, and the special corner button located under the side. How to make this device? The first, prepare tools and materials. The tools and materials is aluminum, diode, LED small, LED big, toggle switch, driver, sticker, socket AC, switch AC, tiny wood, cable, ribbed, resistor, and glue. The second, making the aluminum frame. Third, make a sticker design, then print an A3 size sticker. 4. Cut 2 layers of sticker size for the front and back layers, and then stick the sticker on the polywood. 5. Put holes in the polywood for the power switch light and switch. 6. Install the lamp in each of the 5 mm and 3 mm holes. 7. Install the power cord as attached. 8. Install the polywood in the front and rear frames. How to use this probe? First, make sure the probe is connected to a power source. Second, turn on the probes. Third, press toggle switch special angle, what do you want? Then, press the toggle switch sine or cosine, only one of them. 5. Pay attention to the light in the trigonometric chain. Green light indicates the value of cosine and red light indicates sine value. After that, pay attention to the value of the bright light and the location on the positive or negative indicator. With this device, we can determine the value of sine 120 plus cosine 210 plus cosine 315. For the first, we can turn on this device. After that, we can turn on the sine function. The sine function have the red lamps. After that, we can use the 120 button. We know that sine of 120 is the same with the sine of 60. And the value of sine 120 is 1/2 root 3. And the value is positive. The second, we can value the cosine 210. The first, we can turn on the cosine function. After that, we can push the 210 function. Now, we know that cosine of 210 is the same with cosine of 150. Here, we knew that the value of cosine 210 is negative. This indicator is negative. Negative 1/2 third 3. The third function is cosine 315. Now, we can turn on 315 function. After that, we know that the value of cosine 315 is same with the cosine of 45. The value of 315 is the positive 1/2 root 2. Now, after that, for the last, we can know that determine the value of sine 120 plus cosine 210 plus cosine 350 is positive 1/2 root 2. So how friends, with this tool, everything becomes more effective, right? With the help of this device, we can find out the sine and cosine value of an angle in all quadrants without having the memorized table. In addition to the above use, this tool also has some weakness. The first, this device can only be used to know the value of sine and cosine in spatial angle. The second, this device can only be used to know the relation of spatial angle in sine and cosine function. Third, this device is very expensive. The fourth, this device can only use when there is electricity. Don't catch the word too much, life is just relax. If anyone to ask, I invite you right now. Write your question in the comment. That's all we can give. Hopefully the knowledge can be useful. Not forget, we also thanks to Mr. Eddie who has guided us. Thank you also to Laboma for being willing to facilitate this tool for us to use. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.